Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are going to be reviewing a Bronze Mercy. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do feel free
I
to
do
like
not
and
trust
subscribe.
these
That
zombies,
lets me help
and I do
continue
not like
doing
these
what I'm doing.
spirits.
And if you're looking for coaching yourself, you can join the Discord in the description below, and down there you'll be able to see my rates,
Привет!
connect with other people, chat a little about Overwatch, any of that good
5,
stuff.
4,
Let's see how this one
3,
goes.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
You needed a doctor?
Okay, Junkrat, boosting. He's taking damage, and even if you couldn't see his health bar, you can actually see, even if you couldn't see his health bar because he was behind a wall, you can see his health bar here. At this low health, he's about 60%, definitely worth toggling over to heal. Ooh, you didn't need to break the leash there. You swept back, good.
Let's get you back out there. Looking for me? All over me.
You have a tracer behind you. You have a target right above you. You can actually just Guardian Angel right up to him, and then sort of hold space to come down slowly, and that'll get you out of trouble from this tracer. Little slow on the Guardian Angel there, but it may still work. You don't want to go forward here. You actually just wanted to basically you wanted to do your Guardian Angel here, and you wanted to hit it at the apex and kind of slow down your fall, which, it's fine. If you only got up to here, that's fine, but you still wanted to slow down your fall to keep the, oh, was it not a tracer? To keep the, Sombra from being able to get as good damage on you, etc.
I'm with
The objective is now active.
You don't really ever need to break to go get health back as Mercy. You auto regain a lot of health, so let's rewatch this. So you're here.
you. Powered up.
Boosting the junk is good.
Let's get you back out there for me.
Okay, so the instant that you heard that uncloak, you actually could have Guardian Angeled up to your junk up, and I mean vertical. But let's see you do it now, and that's fine. And we're here, and you've already gone too forward. You want to be holding back and go back into the core of your team.
I'm with you.
You're out here. This is dangerous. You don't want to be here. But at this point, you're going to drop this way and kind of circle back, and that'll be safe enough. No. When you were here, you saw that Junkrat there. You wanted to establish distance, and then you want a Guardian Angel past him, and then you're safe over here. You see what I'm saying? Like, this becomes where you want to go. Right now, I get it. You can't go this way because there's a Sombra here. That's part of why, I thought, hey, this would be a path. But as soon as I see that Junkrat there, no, I want to go across to this Junkrat, and then I'm safe over here. That's where you want to go to.
The objective is now active.
So that skull over a health pack like that, if it's the other team's color, not your team's color, if it's like orange rather than purple, that means you can't use it. Their Sombra has hacked it. Just leave. This is over. You're just going to feed them molt charge, and even rezzing isn't likely to help this. You're down too much. No, he doesn't need a hand. You need to... So look up. He'll probably give you a window. Good. He gave you... Oh, you just missed the window. So you got to have your hand over the key there looking for those windows as Mercy.
Ich bin da.
So I'd actually be boosting... Junkrat's usually a good boost choice, but he's going to struggle to really make nades do much at this distance, so I'd probably be choosing to boost Hanzo instead here. He's going to get a little more value. Also, he'd like to be healed. In here, totally fine to damage boost Junkrat. Yeah, good stuff. But he's not doing anything. Like, he's not doing anything. He's spending time going this way, and I'm not interested in staying with him. So I would go, no, let me go back and boost this Zarya. Or, I could have healed this Hanzo, etc. Yeah, so that would be a little bit better there. You could boost your Zarya while she throws right clicks, then switch back to boosting it, which you do eventually do, but you followed him a little too far.
You needed a doctor?
That's fine. He shouldn't have gone into that. That's not your fault. You don't need to think, oh, I could have changed that if I was there. It might have changed it, but he was wrong to push and not be able to get out. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to sort of go this way a little to make the Winston just zap at you, and then you want to kind of go past him. So you go, oh, you're just zapping at me, and then you change the angle. You could either go here to try and end up over here and then wrap around the pillar and play, you know, footsie with the pillar with these guys. You want to be in a situation where he can't zap you and the opponents and your friends at once, or you could potentially try. I mean, if you know how to super jump, you could boost over to your Lucio and then super jump up and sort of play over here, drift back here, etc. If you don't know how to super jump, I recommend you look it up. It's basically you crouch, you shift, you let go of crouch, and you jump right as you sort of hit the end of it. You should look it up specifically, and you should get a little tips and tricks video of how to do it, because it is something that does help your Mercy play in terms of giving you the option to go vertical even when an ally's not up there. It's definitely a bug, but it's a bug that they've chosen to leave in the game forever. It doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon, so it's probably worth learning if you're going to play a lot of Mercy. But this is fine. So you didn't Guardian Angel here. You definitely don't want to be running towards your friends over here. You want to Guardian Angel towards them. Mercy is like, you move way faster with Guardian Angel, and your Guardian Angel also moves faster if you're further away. So from here, you could have just instantly been like, nope, Guardian Angel, and then you'd have had this pillar to play with to sort of keep between you and the Winston. And there was a D.Va there, but you can go this way to keep it between you and D.Va. You can dance until you regen enough health. Yeah, so we want more Guardian edging to the edge of the fights, to stay a little outside of the fights, etc.
This is going to work. A clean bill of health. Where does it hurt?
It's fine. And this is good. This is exactly what I was talking about, where you make him sort of pick between zapping your teammates and zapping you. And if he does turn to zap you, you Guardian Angel back to your teammates, and you actually try to go past them a little. And you can do that a little easier than a super jump. You can do a shift towards a teammate, and then sort of hit space right as the Guardian Angel is ending to go a bit further. You like get a little bunny hop to your Guardian Angel, and then you'd end up like over here. That's easier to execute than a super jump, and still would be like, nope, now you're not getting me, Winston, even if he was zapping Lucio. So now you'd Guardian Angel to that Lucio, like we were talking about. And you should already be turned around and healing your Hanzo. He's not going to be able to kill either of these guys while you're healing them. It takes him... Can he mathematically do it? I think he does 60 and you heal 50, so he mathematically can, but it takes him literally forever. So you need to be healing your Hanzo, not damage boosting your Lucio. Yep. Good stuff.
I'm even stronger. I'm here.
You don't really need to push into here. Like, it would be nice to get that res, sure. I guess you have the minefield. I just don't think this Lucio can protect you from this D.Va. I think what you wanted to do is you could have Guardian Angel to this Lucio, and you could have asked your duo Q mate here, because I know you two are queuing together, to instead give you that bubble while you res. Anytime you go for a res like this in somewhat dangerous space, if you can get one of your tanks to help you, especially Zarya, D.Va, those types of tanks, to help you, that's a really big deal, because this goes from a kind of dangerous res, because D.Va might punish you, to a relatively safe res, like a safe 70 to 90% of the time res, if you've got that bubble, and this bubble isn't doing Lucio much good. So you should have Guardian Angel to Lucio, had that bubble, and then hit this res. Okay. So Guardian Angel passed. She's looking at you, so you Guardian Angel right through her. It's not going to be a very fast Guardian Angel, but if you Guardian Angel and then hit jump right as the Guardian Angel is ending, you'll bunny hop past a little, and it'll be good. We tried.
A speedy recovery.
And you see Guardian Angel is like a 1.5 cooldown there. It costs you like nothing to Guardian Angel almost constantly.
Heroes never die.
So you're Valking because you're at 99. I can live with that. So you are actually pretty fast. You probably could have gone and touched here, and maybe decent chance you'd have gotten out safe even if you'd touched, but not the end of the world. So far it's going to look like Guardian Angel use and where you want to position. You want to position at the outside of fights, and you want a Guardian Angel, you know, if anyone puts pressure on you, and it's real pressure where they're actually like on you, like a Winston or a Sombra or something, you Guardian Angel and you try and go past your teammates, and then you've got your teammate between you and that old threat. And it's very hard to get punished for using Guardian Angel too much because it's such a short cooldown. So you can almost be on like a hair trigger for using that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Damage boost engaged. Damage amplified.
Good. Could have been a little faster on that Guardian Angel, but right idea. And again, if you can do that little bunny hop maneuver, you'd end up past your Rhine, which in this case would be dangerous, but you don't know would be dangerous because you don't know there's a Sombra here. So that would protect you better from this Winston.
I'm being
It's okay. Just a little slow on the Guardian Angel there.
The objective
Oh, now we're
is
playing
now
Moira.
the
That's fine.
truth.
Nope, back to Mercy.
I'll be watching over you.
Leave. You won't be able to save him. Leave. Yep.
Group up with me. Form up.
So here you can damage boost Fire Strike specifically, but after that you just damage boost your Zarya until your team's ready to go in. Now you can damage boost Hanzo instead.
Let me get you patched up.
So I don't particularly like this because your Reinhardt is going in and your team isn't ready, and that puts you and your Zarya in a bad situation where she can either bubble you, or she can bubble you while you try to res this, or she can bubble the Reinhardt. And the Rein is going to need the bubble, unfortunately, which means you just can't res this. Because there's a Winston puppy guarding it. Now you can go res it. Go hit the res. Go hit the res.
You got this.
And then Guardian Angel out. Beautiful.
Ich kümmere mich dich.
Okay. Your Zarya doesn't really need healing here because the threat to your Zarya is getting hacked or getting frozen, which means she'd rather solve the fight quickly with damage rather than healing here. But that's pretty minor. So you can break line of sight. So you can go here and heal from here. You want to be healing where they don't have sight lines on you. If you're taking damage, you just go here, right? Then you're safer. You can still see the people you need to heal, but you're safer over here because you can heal around corners. You don't have to see the enemy to have your impact on the fight. You have to just see your allies to have your impact on your fight. And you don't even actually have to do that. The tether will stay on an ally for like a 1.5 seconds, even if you break line of sight like with this. You wouldn't do that here because then Ana could see you, but here would be a great place to stand right now. Find this pillar is fine too. But then you'd turn and you'd, do what you can. You could peek this real quick to boost your Reaper. That's not great. You could boost your Zarya, but this is an okay place to be. Just chill here until you recover your health. You won't be able to rest that. That'll fade before you get your res cooldown back. Those little spirits only last for 10 seconds. You didn't want a Guardian Angel into your Zarya for this one. You actually wanted to stay here and just go, I can heal you from here. I can damage boost you from here. Oh, someone's looking at me. Oh, May's taking a shot at me. Ana's taking a shot at me. I close cover. Tether stays for a 1.5 seconds. Maybe before my 1.5 seconds expires, I re-peek and then unpeek again just to keep it going. But you don't want to push in closer to this D.Va and to this Mei. That's scary. Boost him. He's a monster if you boost him.
Let the dragon consume you!
Sadly, that doesn't work anymore. That used to be an incredibly overpowered combo. You'd hit Grav Dragon and you would damage boost the dragon, and therefore you could end up with some little extra damage, end up getting eliminations through Transcendence, but it was too meta defining, and I believe the current state is that it's nerfed and you can't boost dragon anymore specifically because they wanted to break that combo, which is nonsense, but what are you gonna do? Gotta peek and heal the Hanzo. Peek and heal the Hanzo. He's in a little trouble. Heal the Hanzo. Heal the Hanzo. Okay, so you just gotta be a little faster here. You'll get there to go, hey, there's no one that the Reaper that I'm boosting is able to shoot at right now, so I should top people off while I've got a moment, which would be the Hanzo right now.
The dragon rages. I need healing.
Okay.
Healing stream engaged.
Back on the Hanzo. Back on the Hanzo.
Need healing.
There you go. And if your Hanzo would like climb this for you, or if you could get someone else to go up here that you could then heal from up here, boost from over here, that wouldn't be awful, but we'll see what they give you. You don't need to be out in the open like this, though. Like, you don't really need to be out in the open at all. You could go here. Remember, you don't have to be able to see the enemy to influence the fight, so you can position over here.
Damage increase.
This is kind of scary. Like, yeah, you've sort of got cover between you and the opponents, but it's such a short path for them to be on top of you. I was much more comfortable with you here. And in fact, I'd probably just Guardian Angel across, go past, and now be doing my work from over here. That would be better.
I'm even stronger.
Okay.
I'm taking
Your Reaper took damage, and you know that, and there's a wall between you and your opponents right now, so you should turn and heal your Reaper. Okay, but you could Guardian Angel up to the guy on high ground now.
damage boost engaged.
Okay, so she just threw down her Blizzard, so you immediately need to turn and look for someone who will be out of the Blizzard that you can Guardian Angel to. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any options because you don't have line of sight on Junkrat. So the best you can do is immediately Guardian Angel to your Hanzo and then do the little bunny hop we talked about to try to get a bit further and keep running. And then try to continue to influence from here before you and everyone else gets frozen. Happens.
Hey there.
Need healing.
I must go where I'm needed.
Perfect. So that's exactly what we were talking about before, where if an enemy comes at you like that, if you've got the enemy between you and your friends, you can Guardian Angel right past your friend, and now your friend is a wall between you and the enemy again.
Time to reach my APM.
Zarya's the right boost there. That's good. Zarya's the right boost specifically because she can, but you should swap and heal this. Like, you should definitely swap and heal the Symmetra. Good. And now you should be back to damage boost, preferably on your Zarya, who has the angle.
Never die.
Okay. Okay, everyone's full. Well, almost. Now back to damage boost. Good, good. Good toggle. So, okay, you don't control whether you get to sacrifice Medivh or not, so we'll live.
Damage increased.
I just wouldn't go here. This is too close for my taste. It's mercy. I just Guardian Angel right over here and be like, nope, I can boost Hanzo from here just fine. Hanzo will contribute. Heal him. He took damage. Yep.
Damage amplified.
Now see what
Top off your Hanzo, and then go back, top him off again, and then go back to it. Yep. Okay, good stuff. So I still want you to be more willing to use Guardian Angel, and I want you to use Guardian Angel to get to the edge of the fight. And in general, I want your positioning to be at the edge of the fight. Remember, you don't have to be able to see the opponents to contribute to the fight. And if you can't see them, they probably can't see you.
Where does it hurt?
So, this is kind of unfortunate. You got caught with the Reaper, who's not doing much, rather than with the team. That's just a little disappointing. We'll live, I suppose. Okay, so you immediately, your Reaper doesn't do much until he's right on top of the enemies. So as soon as you had this Hanzo as an option to damage boost instead, you want to be damage boosting the Hanzo. Because your Reaper, unless you think there's an enemy right here for him to get on top of, isn't going to be doing anything until he walks across the point, and usually he'd run into an enemy out here. Right now we wouldn't run into one here, but like that's time that you can be damage boosting your Hanzo during, because your Hanzo gets to influence the entire section of the map from right here, and you'd rather be pouring your influence into his influence right now, as opposed to Reapers, who doesn't really do much until he gets up here, etc. You don't really ever want to go anywhere alone as Mercy. I think you're going KLC. Don't do it. Don't do it! Ooh, don't do this. Yeah. So yeah, you were able to contribute plenty to the fight by boosting your Hanzo there until the situation changed. So just boost your Hanzo there in this future.
You needed a doctor?
Yep, prioritize healing when they're all low like this. And you actually don't need to like heal Zarya back up to full. You can sort of do triage healing, where you bounce around and you go, okay, I'll heal you up to 50%, then I'll heal you up to 80%, then I'll heal you up to 60%, then I'll heal you up to 80%, then I'll heal you up to 80%, then I'll heal you up to, 70%, then I'll get you to 100, then I'll get you to 100, then I'll get you to 100. You kind of want to do a bit of a triage where you're rotating the heals in this situation. And you don't want to stop healing like early. You can be healing Zarya, turn and aim at Reaper, and then let go and immediately re-click it to immediately start rehealing. Because getting your 200 HP heroes, up to like 80, 100% is really, really valuable. It lets them play differently. It lets them play more aggressive. Whereas getting your Zarya up from 50% to 80%, that takes longer because she has more health. And it changes how she plays too to have 80 versus 50% health. But it takes longer to do that, and you can sort of get more value from pumping up these two. Now, that doesn't mean you leave her at 30% while you get these two to 80%, but you kind of do this triage healing I was talking about where you rotate. I hope that makes sense. It might not have been quite enough of a detailed explanation, but basically get everyone out of critical, then put a little more into getting the DPS into slightly better shape, then get the tank into slightly better shape, and then sort of get the DPS full and then the tanks full. It doesn't have to be exactly that specific, and if you forget steps, don't worry about it, but basically get people out of critical before you worry about getting anyone to full, and top off DPS before tanks if they're all equally accessible. So yeah, so you should have swapped to healing Stim a little bit earlier there, and now you can swap back to Hanzo. Good. And I don't think that works anymore. If they change it so it does, that's awesome, but I don't think they did.
Heroes never die.
So I don't love this Valk because you've already kind of won this fight. You guys have point control, and your Hanzo and your Sim don't have anything that they can really fight. There's a Briggs here, and that's kind of it. Maybe Sombra will come in. D.Va looks like she's leaving. Like, I just don't think your team's going to do very much with this Valk. It feels kind of wasted. Well, you might go do something with this Valk. See, now they're sort of ready to push, and you'd sort of like them to actually push before you Valk. You'd like them to be, like, here, or even here, before you Valk, because at that point they're sort of committed to the heart. They fight. They've probably used some cooldowns, and it's hard for them to get out. And if they do try to get out, your team's already on top of them because they were like here. If you Valk when they're here, this is better than your Valk where they were leaving. But it's mostly just going to cause them to go, okay, we won't push. We'll wait till Valk is over before we push. And that's okay. It gets you some ticks up on this percent. It'll get you, what, like 16 seconds of time of them not pushing. But you'd rather win an actual fight, which will get you like 30, 45 seconds. Okay, that's much. Which will get you like 30 seconds of them not pushing and really more if we include winning the fight. So let's go back to 30, 45. And we'll get the rest of your team a bunch of ult charge because they're winning a fight. They're eliminating enemies, getting ult charge, etc. And your Valk is enabling them to do it.
Enemy turret ahead. Watch your face. Enemy turret neutralized.
No, I know it's no. Well, you got him. It's kind of cool that you got him, but it's wrong. It really is better to go, hey, I have allies that I can damage boost. That's more valuable. It really is. But you know what? You got him. So cool. Good for you. So we're kind of back in positioning territory where you're looking to be in places where you can sort of be behind walls and still contribute to the fight. And then if someone gets you, you Guardian Angel out, etc. But no big.
Group up with group up. Join me.
that which is unseen.
My ultimate is charging.
You needed a doctor?
The dragon.
Damage amplified.
So you want to be making sure you're damage boosting someone who can contribute a little bit at range. And Zarya's okay for that right now. Hanzo's a little better. And you want to try and Guardian Angel over to that Hanzo, because if you Guardian Angel over to that Hanzo, you end up here, and then you can tuck in here, and that's relative safety while you're still contributing to the fight. And right now you're in danger. You're low health, like you want to get out of here. To the Hanzo. Yeah, you didn't Guardian Angel. Not a big deal.
Set medicated.
You can heal the Reaper. He's staying out of the fight because he needs. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. You don't really want to go in here. You generally don't want to compromise your positioning badly like this to try to save someone who's in danger. Usually what ends up happening is now you're both going to go down. The overwhelming majority of the time what happens is if you compromise good positioning to take bad positioning to try and heal someone, you're now both in bad positioning. You're both going to get punished. And now instead of your team being down one person that maybe you'll be able to res later into the fight if your team, grinds it out, you're going to be down two people and you've got no chance in the fight. Of course, I did say usually.
Your support has arrived.
Okay. Eventually it catches up.
Valkyrie online. Let's get you back out there. Apagando las luces.
No. No, you're gonna have to touch anyway. It's 96. So just boost Hanzo, go up. What you wanted to do is when Hanzo went up here, you wanted to Guardian Angel because that gives you access to a place that you don't usually have, and then you can kind of just do your job from here. You're kind of safe on high ground. Not everyone can get up here. Briggs can't really bother you up here, for example. D.Va has to use her cooldown if she wants to bother you, and you can continue to heal and boost Hanzo from here with relative safety. So when you see people go up to high ground like that, often that's a trigger for you to go, oh, let me Guardian Angel. I want that positioning. Heal. Revive. It won't work, but we can grab. Okay.
Here I am.
I assume people stream under point for a minute.
I'm going to win.
Okay, this isn't real. Okay, so the biggest things that are going to help your Mercy are going to be... I want you to be a much much more willing to use that Guardian Angel key. So that Guardian Angel key, it's your best friend. The punishment for using it is almost non-existent because its cooldown is so incredibly short. So if you're feeling pressure, feel free to use Guardian Angel. Specifically, you want a Guardian Angel to like the edge of the fight, and then that gets us into the next point, which is I want you to think about your positioning in general. For your positioning, I want you sort of outside of the fight, and a lot of the time, most of the time, almost all the time, I want it where there's a wall between you and the enemies, because you do not have to see the enemies to contribute your value to the fight. You just have to be able to see your allies, and you don't even have to be able to see your allies full time. You want to sort of have your allies on the screen, but if there's walls between you and some of your allies, that's not the end of the world, because you can peek in Guardian Angel to them, or you can peek in Guardian Angel past them and then boost them or heal them, etc. So those are things that you want to do. Like, that's something you want to do, and it's totally fine. Even if an ally that you're pocketing breaks line of sight with you, as long as you peek within 1.5 seconds, they'll stay tethered, and then you can unpeek to keep them behind. So play more at the edge of fights, play more with cover, and be super willing to use that Guardian Angel to get out of danger. But if you can use a little mental processes to go, hey, where is my next Guardian Angel target? If someone shows up on me, who would I Guardian Angel to? Think about it a little bit ahead of time. That'll make your Guardian Angels even better. Anyway, I hope that helped. If people are enjoying the content, do feel free to like and subscribe. On the other hand, if you are looking for coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, and there you'll be able to see my rates, chat with other Overwatch players who, are getting coaching, looking for coaching, all that good stuff. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Temporal out.